My beautiful viewers, welcome, welcome. We are so excited to bring you in and let you share some of our amazing Wisdom Keepers knowledge. So Cindy is going to give us a masterclass and it's going to be amazing. And you are invited into this amazing masterclass. Cindy is doing it for free for our beautiful community, Diamond Beauties Forever and Tanzanite Heroes. And just because you are watching us every week, you are also welcome. And then please remember, look down in the show notes. You will find details how to connect with Cindy. And then, my beautiful ones, I want to say enjoy it. I would love to play my sponsors video. Beautiful Nina, she is doing Healing Millions, and both Cindy and me are on her speakers list for her summit in March. So if you can give me 1 minute, so then I will be able to play her video. And here, my beautiful viewers, is Nina.
Moment that you knew you were meant to do more than just watch the world suffer. You look at what's happening around you and think there must be a better way to lead this world. And there is. A big shift is happening in how we heal, lead, and support the world. We are moving into a new era of global healing where healers are called to lead. If we want to have a better world, we need to heal what's unhealed inside of us, because hurt people hurt, healed people heal. This is exactly why the New Era of Global Healing Summit exists. We are bringing together 35 speakers from all over the world, scientists, doctors, researchers, healers, and leaders, all in one place to share what actually works and what's coming next. Inside this summit, you will understand where healing and the world is heading and how to prepare for it. Learn practical tools to feel more grounded, safer in your body, and calm no matter what's happening around you. And that feeling that you had, that quiet sense that must be a better way, the pull to step forward instead of staying in the background, that's your soul reminding you who you're meant to be and inviting you to step forward into it. This is the new era of global healing. Come and join us now.
Wow. So my beautiful viewers, please check down below. The link is also in the show notes, and you are so welcome to come and book yourself, register yourself on this amazing summit. I know quite a few people that's going to talk, and it's going to be mesmerizing. So my beautiful Cindy, before our amazing, I want to say audience, but our community is joining us, please can you introduce yourself and tell us why you wanted to do this amazing masterclass?
Thank you, Sinette, for inviting me here today. Yes, everybody, hi, I'm Cindy Edington, and I'm the founder of Tranquil Heart Wellness. And I'm an international best-selling author, speaker, magazine contributor, transformational life coach, and holistic healer, lots of different hats. To me, giving this master class today, it's really a reflection of a deeply personal journey that I've taken myself in terms of having a big heartbreak and then learning how to forgive some of the mistakes that I made along the way during that journey. And so I have a big passion for empowering women, and I combine some of the coaching and holistic practices with some mindset work to help clients embrace gratitude and forgiveness and compassion. And that's what this masterclass is going to embrace today, is how do we lean into forgiveness, self-forgiveness, so that we can actually lean into more of self-love and compassion. And so that's why I'm really excited to bring this to you today. And I'm sure most of us have had some experience down the line where we've made some kind of mistake, or what we feel has been a mistake, and that we play it over and over again in our heads. And this is a way for us to start breaking from that unforgivable event into feeling more unburdened. And with that, I'm really excited to be here, and I'm glad you are too.
Thank you so much, my beautiful Cindy. I had to bring out the glasses. I decided to use the huge glasses because people don't realize sometimes then they have put so much on them because they cannot forgive themselves. And then they don't realize actually throughout all of this that they went through, how powerful, how resilient they are. But let us then wait for our beautiful community members for our masterclass. So my beautiful viewers, we will be back. We will be back. Okay, did you get approval?
I think we're good to go.
Okay, perfect. Yes, Natalie?
Are we on camera as guests right now?
Yes, you are.
The whole time?
The whole time.
Okay.
We will talk about when the tapping part is, because it's very difficult when we are on E360 if you all went off. So I would love, if you possible, if you can stay on camera so that the viewers are able to see. So hello, my beautiful viewers. You are back. You are back with all our amazing Diamond Beauties Forever ladies. And all of them are a Mrs. Spots, but that's a story for another day. So Cindy, thank you so much for this amazing free masterclass. As I also mentioned to you, this is part of the ecosystem for the academy as well. So I have now my pillars of free training, and then when we start with the Diamond Brilliance Academy, all my Slim members will have the ability to have an online training where people can pay for their training. So yes, my beautiful ones, although we started a little bit slow, but we are getting there. So I am going to mute myself, and then it's all over to you, my beautiful one.
Thank you, Sanette. And welcome, everybody. I'm very excited to be here today. And so, yes, we're going to do a very experiential exercise today. And so a couple of housekeeping notes before we actually get started. You may want to have a pen and paper next to you. Not necessary, but you might want to have one next to you. The other thing is that what I'm going to be doing today involves three things. We're going to be doing some visualization, and we're going to be doing some speaking out loud. Right, so if you're in a place where you need to have a closed door shut, you don't want other people hearing what you're going to be saying, you might want to get ready for that too. The third thing is I'm going to show you some tapping today, or the emotional freedom technique. So before we even get into what I'm going to do in the masterclass, I want to give you a little demo of what that looks like. Now, once we get into the actual tapping rounds, I'm going to be doing it at the same time, so you're going to get to see me doing it. But it's always nice to do just a little preview so you know what you're kind of getting yourself into. Tapping, or the emotional freedom technique, is a technique that's used basically to downregulate the nervous system. And it's a beautiful, beautiful technique to use when you're trying to process through something. And today that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to be processing through a past event. Your past event. Yes, each individual is going to visualize their own past event. We're going to be talking about maybe a big mistake that you keep playing over and over again in your head, and you just haven't got rid of it yet. So this is going to be an entree into starting to release that, bringing yourself into a place of self-forgiveness, because how many of us have held on to certain things that we've done for, I'm talking sometimes many years. I know for me, I held on to some things for like 20, 30 years that just kept coming back up and up. And so that's what this is all about today, is how can we lean into forgiveness of ourselves? Because when we do that, we come into a place of loving ourselves fully, and we stop judging ourselves. And the more we do that, the less judgment we have in ourselves, the less we judge others as well. And isn't that what it's all about? Coming into a place where we can really be loving to all of us, each and every one of us. So that's what this whole class today is about. Moving from an unforgivable state in our minds, and in our bodies, and in our energy, to a place where we're starting to feel unburdened by it. All right, so first things first, the technique. This is what it looks like. We're going to rub our hands together a little bit. Now, a lot of times they'll do what's called a grounding statement. So let's just do that. We're going to go to the pinky finger side of your hand here. We're just going to tap there, and we're just going to say, even though I have a past mistake that is just unforgivable. And you're repeating this out loud. So I'm saying it and then you're repeating after me. So even though I have this unforgivable mistake, in my mind's eye, I still love and accept myself just as I am. Even though I feel so anxious about it and disappointed about it, I still love and accept myself just as I am. Even though I've blamed and shamed myself for so long about it, I still love and accept myself just as I am. All right, so now let's rub our hands together again. We're going to find our peace sign fingers. And I'm just going to take you through like a little silly round. So if you've never done this before, you're going to be like, what is she doing? So let's just go through what I like to call the silly practice round. So we're going to start right here, what's called the eyebrow point. So just where your eyebrows start, we're going to tap here. We're just tapping. Okay, so we're not pounding. You don't want to give yourself a headache, and you don't want it to be so light that you can't feel anything. You want to feel a little bit. And so again, you're just going to repeat after me. Oh, I'm tapping on my eyebrow point. Okay, then we're going to go to what's called the side of the eye. This feels kind of silly. Then we're going to go under the eye. I don't know what this is all about, but it's interesting. Then we're going to go under our nose above the top lip. I don't know. This feels kind of crazy in a way. What's Cindy having us doing here? Then we're going to go under the bottom lip and in that cleft of our chin. But I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to be open-minded about this. Then we're going to go to our collarbone. All right, this feels kind of good. I don't know what it's going to do for me, but I'm going to be open to this. And then we're going to go right under the arm where maybe your bra strap line is, well, for women anyway. Okay, I'm getting it now. I'm kind of getting what we're doing here. And then the last one's top of the head. Now this I like to do an open palm because if you've got long fingernails, after a while it feels, not so comfortable. So, and here we go. So that's what the experience is. Now I know, again, if you're new to this, it's like, what are we doing? Trust me, just take a little trust here and move through it with me. I'm going to guide you through the whole way through. All right, so let's begin now. Question for you. Again, how many have you experienced a past event? I'm going to call it a mistake. Something that you just keep playing over and over and over again in your head. You know, it's the one that every time you think about it, you feel anxious. Maybe there's still some sadness about it. Maybe you're disappointed in yourself. Maybe you feel guilty about it. It's the one that you keep blaming and shaming yourself about. And it's the one that you feel or think is unforgivable. When I say unforgivable, the meaning around that is that you're not really over it yet, right? Because you keep thinking about it, you keep replaying it, so you're not over it. And on some level, it's almost like we haven't served our time. We put ourselves in a little emotional prison about it, don't we? And then on some level, what that does is that it tells ourselves, we tell ourselves this unconsciously, that we deserve to be punished on some level for it, or we even consciously feel that way. So the implications of this type of mistake are huge, especially when it comes to holding on to something from the past that feels totally unforgivable, because really what it does, it generates long-term damage to us, doesn't it? It becomes this life sentence of, I should have known better, I should have been smarter, should have been stronger, I should have seen it coming, maybe it's I'm not good enough, and I don't deserve to have good things in my life because of it. I mean, just I want you to think on that and see if can you relate to that. I mean, it's big, right? This is something that's big in a way of energetically holding on to that and what it does to us in terms of self-esteem, self-confidence. It really can permeate through so many layers of our lives. So think into that for a moment. Right? And now I want you to imagine, how would it feel to start releasing what you've been holding on to? How would that feel? Would it feel lighter maybe? Freer? Maybe start to feel a little unburdened by it? All right, so if you're kind of shaking your head and going, yeah, it sounds great, good. Because I want to guide you through an incredibly powerful session to facilitating moving through these thoughts and feelings of the unforgivable, right, into something that does really start to feel like you're unburdening yourself from it. And it will have an immediate impact in the present moment. And it actually can create shifts to open up your heart to you and for you. And that's what this is all about. We want to start to bring in kindness and compassion for yourself. And for you to know that you are good enough and that you do deserve good things in your life. But I also want you to know that this can create really incredible heart-opening shifts, and that might surprise you. So, I mean, there can be tears that come up, and I want you to feel open to like being able to express that. And it can really activate the inner critic, right? That negative voice inside of you, it's like the uh-oh. And you have super high standards for yourself. It can be very surprising and feel uncomfortable. And so what I want to say is stay with it, because I will guide you through to the other side. All right? I will definitely guide you to the other side. And if it's too much, just take a little bit. Take a little bit. Anytime it feels uncomfortable, you don't even have to tap, but just sit. Because again, once we get to the end, I'm going to pull you back in to a place of feeling really good within yourself. Okay? All right, so let's get started. I want you to close your eyes. Take a breath. And I want you to imagine that past event. That's the event that you should have known better. Right? And I want you to see it as if it were a documentary playing on the screen of your mind. Really lean into this. And now see yourself in that part of the movie where you're actually making that big mistake because you weren't smart enough or strong enough, or you didn't see it coming, or maybe you knew it was a mistake and you kept going anyway. So I want you to see that version of yourself on the movie screen and just notice how you feel, seeing yourself actively engaged in making this unforgivable mistake. And just notice, what are the judgments that you're starting to hear in your head right now? What are the feelings that are coming up? And I want you to feel into your body. Where are you feeling it in your body? Does it feel like a tightness in your chest? Or are you feeling like a sickness in your stomach? Maybe your throat's starting to close up, choking up. Maybe tears are starting to swell a little bit. Lean into that as well. And I want you to kind of gauge it on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of the power of this feeling. A 1 is I barely feel it, and a 10 is like, oh my gosh, my hair is on fire just even thinking about this. And you might want to write that number down, or just keep it in your mind. All right, so I'm going to take you through a whole tapping exercise right now. And I'm going to use more general terms, words, and phrases. And these have been used on literally hundreds and hundreds of clients. But I want you also to feel that, again, because you're on mute, that you can add in any other words that you need to, that are specific to you, that you would want to say out loud to emphasize the judgments that feel best for you. All right, if you're ready, here we go. Rubbing our hands together, we're going to go through a tapping round. Peace sign fingers right at our eyebrow point. We're going to start right here. And again, the important thing is you're saying these words out loud. The process is not only the visualization, but part of this is energetically, we have to speak it. If we keep it circulating in our mind, it's not the same. It kind of stays in there. So you're not thinking these words as I'm saying them. I say them and then you repeat them out loud. Really important thing I want to emphasize. All right, let's get back to it. Peace sign fingers. And you can, again, if you know tapping, you can close your eyes and get even deeper into this. If not, you're going to follow along with me. And again, here we go. There I am. Side of the eye. Making that big mistake. Under the eye. Doing it all wrong. Under the nose. And I hate seeing it. On the chin, remembering all the things I didn't do right. Collarbone, and there I am. Frozen in time in this movie. Under the arm. And I really do hate this version of me. Top of that, I hate who I was being. It's painful to see myself like that. Side of the eye. Nauseating to see myself there. Under the eye. But there I am. Under the nose. And I should have known better. On the chin. And maybe I did know better. Collarbone. The truth is I should have known better. Under the arm. I should have been stronger. Top of the head. And I didn't, and I wasn't. Eyebrow point, and it's so obvious now. Side of the eye, so clear and obvious. Under the eye, what I should have done. Under the nose, how I should have acted. At the chin, and maybe I knew better. Collarbone, but I just kept going. Under the arm, and there I am. Top of the head, and it's so unforgivable. Eyebrow point, so unforgivable. Side of the eye, and I'm right about that. Under the eye, and I will always be right. Under the nose, because it's the truth. At the chin, and it is unforgivable. Collarbone point, and I'm never letting this go. Never. Under the arm, because I should have known better. Top of the head, I should have been so much stronger. Eyebrow point, I should have known better. Side of the eye, what was wrong with me? Under the eye, I hate what I did. Under the nose, and I'm right about that. At the chin, of course I am. Collarbone point, because it's the truth. And I just want to take a deep breath, blow it out with a big and just settle into that. Settle into that for a moment. Because this round of tapping is really, it's an analysis of the facts. But there's more layers to this, right? There's more layers to this. And if you were really being honest, what would you say about someone who made a mistake like that? So close your eyes and again, tune back into the movie of yourself again. And I want you to finish this sentence for yourself. The truth is, I was so, and fill in the blank. The truth is, I was so, and fill in the blank. So again, I'm going to just use some standard wording here, but we're going to go into another round of tapping. Starting again at our eyebrow point, peace sign fingers. The truth is, side of the eye, I was so stupid. Under the eye, what an idiot. Under the nose, I was weak and stupid. At the chin, I was clueless. Collarbone point, it's so obvious. Under the arm, and it's so hard to look at. Top of the head, the weakness. It's so clueless and so naive. Eyebrow point, what was wrong with me? Side of the eye, it's so upsetting to look at. Under the eye, this version of me, if she stepped into this room right now, or he stepped into this room right now, I would say, you idiot. Collarbone point, I hate what you did. Under the arm, you cost me everything. Top of the head, and I'm never forgiving you. Eyebrow point, this younger version of me. Side of the eye, frozen in time in this movie. Under the eye, oh God, so stupid. Under the nose, so unacceptable. At the chin, so weak. Collarbone point, I don't forgive this part of me. Under the arm, I'll never let this go. Top of the head. Why should I? Eyebrow point. It still hurts. Side of the eye. I'm still angry. Under the eye. And I'm still paying the price. Under the nose. And so is everyone else. At the chin. Maybe people I love still suffer. Collarbone point. And it kills me. Under the arm. Because I should have known better. Top of the head. I should have known better. Eyebrow point. I do not forgive myself. Side of the eye. Not this version of me. Under the eye. So many things wrong. Under the nose. Stupid idiot. At the chin. Weak and clueless. Collarbone point. And I'm still so angry. Under the arm. And I should be. Top of the head. This is truly unforgivable. And let's stop there. Take a deep, clearing, cleansing. Blow out your mouth. Breath. I know, so these are pretty intense words. So I just want you to notice how that made you feel and what it feels like in your body. Because if these words are still sounding really, really true to you, you might need to do a couple rounds of this, and that's okay. And we keep doing this until we start to feel something move, right? And typically it comes in the form of sadness and tears. That's when you know you're making an emotional breakthrough, right? That's when the real release starts to happen. It's when you start to experience a rush of feeling in your heart, and it can be really uncomfortable. And so again, take your time with this. Take your time with this. If you need to just breathe and hold on to your heart, that's all right at this point too. Right? Because this is how it feels when you start to come out of that inner critic in your mind, right? And start to feel what's happening in your heart during that criticism. Because that's what we're doing. We're breaking our hearts each time. The pain, the sadness, the grief, and tears are what really happens inside every time you are ruthlessly hard and dispassionate with yourself. So if you're starting to feel that shift into sadness, recognize there's been a loss of some kind that needs to be grieved. So let's do a little check-in right now. I want you to close your eyes. And again, see yourself again in the movie. And does it look or feel a little better? And if not, that's okay too. It just means more needs to be done. But see if it looks a little softer. Are you starting to feel a little bit more compassion towards yourself? Okay. And if it still feels somewhat totally unforgivable, we are gonna do another round of tapping just to kind of lean into that even a little bit more. All right, so here we go. Back to our peace sign fingers. This is acknowledgement now. Eyebrow point, there I am. Side of the eye, and it's so hard to let this go. Under the eye, because the cost was too high. Under the nose, it's too bad. At the chin, and it wasn't necessary. Collarbone point, it could have all been avoided. Under the arm, if I just hadn't been so stupid about it. Top of the head, if I had made a different decision. Eyebrow point, if I had been stronger. Side of the eye, or smarter, or both. Under the eye, why didn't I do it differently? Under the nose, if I had made a better choice. At the chin, it's so hard to let this go. At the collarbone, it's like if I let it go, under the eye, then I have to accept it. Top of the head, and it's hard to accept this. Eyebrow point, because it cost me so much. Side of the eye, and it's still costing me. Under the eye, how can I just let it go? Under the nose, when it's still costing me. At the chin, and no one really gets it. At the collarbone, no one really understands. Under the arm, how much I lost that day. Top of the head, I lost so much. Eyebrow point, and it still hurts. Side of the eye, I lost lots of things. Under the eye, maybe even money or relationship. Under the nose, but I also lost me. At the chin, I lost my confidence. Collarbone point, because every day since then, under the arm, I don't trust myself as much. Top of the head, I don't like myself as much. Eyebrow point, and I do punish myself. Side of the eye, secretly about it. Under the eye, so I've also lost joy. Under the nose, and the right to be happy. At the chin, because I'm still paying the price. Collarbone point, and I'm just going to honor everything I lost right now. I'm going to honor it. Under the arm, and all the uncried tears. Top of the head, and the grief that I don't let myself feel. Eyebrow point, because I keep telling myself, side of the eye, that it's all my fault. Under the eye, and I'm going to honor how hard that is. Under the nose, because it's hard. And let's take a big breath there. And again, we're going really deep here, so I just want to let you know, whatever's coming up for you, it's okay. More work may need to be done. Even after this, we're just starting to lean into something here. So just breathe. There's a lot of different layers that might be starting to come up for you, right? And this tapping modality allows you to start voicing that part of you that really doesn't want to forgive. And it's difficult to forgive, right? When its cost is really high, when it's costed you something. And yet the grief has never been lovingly heard and held. So I really want you to take your time with this process and give yourself the time and space needed to move through this powerful energy to heal. All right, so I'm going to ask you again to close your eyes. And again, we're going to go right back into a picture. I want you to really see yourself at the time when it really hit you. When you first realized that it was all going so badly. I want you to see yourself there and see all the pain. Take it all in. And I want you to take a moment to widen your view. Widen your view. And take stock of everything else that was going on in your life at that time. Take in all the other pressures, the people, and who you were at that time. Take in your level of growth and awareness at that time. I mean, is there any way you really could have known better given all that was going on at that time? Or were you just doing the best you knew at the time? See all the costs. Lean into all the moments. How many times have you replayed it over and over in your mind? And beat yourself over. You beat yourself up over this, right? Time and time again, and beat yourself down. What has it robbed you of? And for how many years? And I say yes, years. You know, before I started doing this kind of work, I know there were things I held on to for so many years. So it could be years that you've been holding on to this. So I want you now to see yourself. See yourself with the wisdom and compassion and understanding of the heart. And I want you to consider a question. Have you suffered enough yet? Have you suffered enough? Or do you need 5 more years of ruthless punishment? Or are you ready to heal this, let it go, and allow yourself to feel joy, confident, to be deserving again? Because there was a price, right, for making a mistake. And you've lived through it. You've lived through the pain, the punishment, the consequences. I mean, if you could step back into that movie, would you really walk up to that younger, less aware version of yourself and say, hey, you really deserve all this pain. And by the way, you should never forgive yourself. And you know, I'm going to sentence you to many more years of punishment. Could you ever imagine being that hard on someone else? Someone you love? Or would you put your arm around them like a wise elder and be supportive? I want you to really feel into that emotion of being loving and supportive. Feel what it's like to be enveloped in love, in deep compassion for yourself. Giving you the compassion and understanding you deserve. Now, there's 2 more things to consider with this level of forgiveness healing that we're doing today. And one of them is, did you learn anything or take away any lessons? And did surviving the event make you stronger, smarter, more aware? I hope you're saying yes to both. Because isn't it time to give yourself the most amazing gift by saying, yes, I deserve love, and I deserve good things now, and I deserve to feel happy and joyful. Because yes, you have suffered enough. You did get the lesson. You gained the wisdom. So yes, it is time to give yourself exuberant love, even though you made mistakes. And so now I want you to take a moment to really feel into your heart. Close your eyes, place your hands over your heart, and feel into these next questions. What would it feel like to be twice as loving and compassionate to yourself? What would it be like to be twice as tolerant with yourself when you make a mistake? And what new things could you do more fearlessly when your heart lets you be more compassionate, understanding, and patient with yourself? I want you to feel into your whole body now, all the way down to your toes, and all the way back up to your head. And feel just love for yourself at all levels. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Open your heart to you and for you. Feel the love, the self-love, with kindness and compassion for yourself. Because what I want for you above all is to love yourself completely, flaws and all. You are human. The human experience. We all have flaws. Right? You are a beautiful being of love and light. Give yourself permission to feel joy, to feel life, to feel love for yourself and for others. The more we forgive ourselves, the more we can forgive others. I'm going to say this to you open-heartedly. Ask for support where you need it. Do not suffer alone. Not wanting punishment changes everything in your life. Just really feel into that. And we're going to do one last little round of tapping here. So you can open your eyes, rub your hands together. Peace sign fingers. Here we go. Here I am, side of the eye, and I'm opening up to love. Under the eye, loving myself. Under the eye, honoring everything that I've been through. At the chin, and loving myself. Collarbone point. I am a being of love and light. Under the arm, it's okay to let this go. Top of the head, I'm just going to honor every part of my being right now. Eyebrow point and draw in love. Side of the eye, I am deserving. Under the eye, of love. Under the nose, of kindness. At the chin, and compassion. Collarbone point for myself. And we'll end here. Take a nice deep clearing, cleansing breath. And feel into your body now. And if you had to gauge where you are on a scale of 1 to 10, 1, still feeling kind of, and 10, I'm feeling really lovely right now in this moment. And just sit with that. So I want to say thank you to all of you, because you are so awesome, and amazing, and brilliant. And I'm honored to be a part of your journey of letting go, and maybe your first step into self-forgiveness. And so now I say thank you so much. I'm so honored and privileged to be a part of this. And thank you to everyone.
Thank you, my beautiful Cindy. Wow, this was incredible. It's like I've actually have a little bit of shivers. It was beautiful. I loved it. Thank you. I have done tapping before, but your voice transcends, sparkles into my soul. It was beautiful. My beautiful viewers, did you also go through the process? Also remember that you can replay and go through the process again. And you are welcome to connect with beautiful Cindy. Just look down below in the show notes. And you will also be able to register for Nina's Healing Millions for the March Summit. So everything is down below. And then all my supporters, my Slim supporters, you are also welcome to connect with all of them. My beautiful Marie, if I can start with you, how are you feeling at this moment, my beautiful one?
Oh my goodness, I'm relatively new to tapping, but it's incredible. Like it's incredible how much I feel. I was bringing an awful lot of things from the past in, and it just feels incredible. And I can see this. My head, I'm like, I can see this with people who are grieving, and we're all grieving something. But this is beautiful. It's beautiful. I would not have believed when we start saying, and Pat, this is so silly and whatever. It's so true that until I really started doing this, and I could feel my body relax, and I feel so good now, and I'm believing what I'm telling myself. I'm believing, and I'm going back 30 years for some of the things, something I was dealing with, and I believe what I'm telling myself now, and that's huge. That's huge. I really felt that shift, and thank you so much, Cindy. It's beautiful. I will be doing this tapping, and I'm going to do it with people that I work with, because I see how incredible this is for letting a lot of things go. Thank you. I love it.
Thank you,
Love
my
it.
beautiful Marie, my beautiful Gail, and after Gail, it will be you, my beautiful Natalie. Oh, Gail, I cannot hear you. Cindy, can you hear Gail?
No, I'm not sure what's going on with your audio, but
How's this? You can hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
So I agree with Marie and I agree with Sunit. Yes, I went back 20 years. So that was amazing. And I feel tingly in my body. I mean, my thighs are vibrating right now. My thighs are vibrating. So, yeah, I have done tapping before, but you're right. You know, Cindy, your voice, when you get into this mode, when you sink into this mode, is transcending. It is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
my
Thank you.
pleasure.
That was, yeah, wow. It's been quite a long time, and I feel so much more regulated and better. And it was actually about forgiving somebody else. Mostly, that was my most recent experience of powerful emotion. But then as we worked through it, there were things that I couldn't say because I didn't feel that strongly negatively about myself, which was good that I couldn't say them.
Yes.
But, and I just wouldn't say them. But, I noticed as I worked through how it was extending things to him and then back to me, accountability, this side. So facets of a diamond of emotion and dynamic relationship. So really powerful. I feel 40%, 50% more clear. Just feel so much better. Thank you.
My
Powerful.
pleasure. I think you
Wow.
said something really important too, Natalie, that this whole exercise that we do really does provide so much more clarity as well. So I've used it on other clients too to help them when they're in the throes of overwhelm. So it's another way that you can actually move through and gain more clarity. So thank you for saying that. My pleasure.
Thank you. And then my beautiful coach Eve, it's your turn, and then we will be going to Beverly. And after Beverly, if Christina can also give her comment.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sydney and Sanat. Wow. You guys can even imagine how much I needed this today. I've been holding back a very heavy like mountains and mountains of heaviness piling on my chest. And after the meditation, your voice, it's fantastic. It's calming, and it gives you that assurance of being safe through the process. And all I'm just saying, it was a wonderful experience. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. This was fabulous. I do tapping. I don't do it regularly, but I do it, and it's always so wonderful. I think it's always so much better when somebody else leads it, especially someone who has done it as long as you have and as much as you have. And like some others, I went back about 27 years, 28 years, and I blamed myself for so much that happened to other people, like you said, and I think I let a lot of that go just now. I will probably go back and listen to it again and do it again because I know I didn't let it all go. But it doesn't affect those people nearly as much as I think it does, or as much as I thought it does. And I blame myself more for that than what happened to me and what I may have lost from it. It's beautiful. And when you were asking at the very end, the ranking of 1 to 10, I said lovely half a second before you did, and I'm like, yep, that was the word. That's the word. Because that's exactly how I felt. I felt this whole peace and loveliness. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. I love what you said too, Beverly, that these aren't one and dones, right? It's unusual if you have a huge shift that it's all going to go away in one session. So I do encourage people to go through it a couple of times. Again, you can always contact me as well. But I mean, it could be a first entree. And now some people might have a huge shift and release tons of stuff, and that's great too. But I just want to mention that most times it's not a one and done, that this would be something that you would need to repeat several times, because think about how long you've been holding on to certain these things, right? So if you think about it from that perspective, one tapping session, and if you've been holding on to something and telling yourself should for 20 some odd years, that's a whole lot of should that you're sitting in, right? And who wants to sit in a pile of should? So it takes a while to clean it all out. So I really thank you for saying that it could be multiple times to go through this, to really move through it even more, what I want to say, more fully. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Beverly. Christina, can you talk now? We cannot hear you.
Oh,
there you are.
Let me see, can I put this on?
We can hear you now.
Okay. Hi. I'm sorry that I thought I would be faster, but it didn't go faster at the car thing.
It's okay.
You can always the show will come on Sunday, and you always can watch it on Sunday and then do it with us. So you are more than welcome. Are you familiar with tapping, my beautiful one?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I mean, familiar. I know, yes, I've done it a few times. Yeah. I'm not a pro like Cindy.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, my beautiful Christina. So if there's any questions, you are welcome to put it in the chat. I'm also going to create a group for us, because I would like to advertise the show on Sunday. And then in the group, if you can do a beautiful testimonial for beautiful Cindy, because she will need it for her online training, and it will be wonderful to hear your comments. So if there's any questions from the session, you're also welcome to post it in that small little group I'm gonna create. So my beautiful viewers, do you have a question for Cindy? And it's so easy. You just go down below in the show notes. You will be able to see beautiful Cindy's elevator pitch and her connection point. And guess what? Connect with her. It's as easy as take your mouse and click on a link and connect with her. So my beautiful ones, I am all good. Cindy, you've got the last few more words for us. Do you have 4 more minutes that you can speak to us, and then we will say to the viewers goodbye? Thank you.
Thank you, Sanat. I just want to say thank you to everybody who showed up today, and for those who are going to show up maybe this Sunday or even afterwards. Yes, anytime that anybody needs a little support, feel free to reach out to me. I actually give free consultations, but I hope this tapping session really, again, let you see the power of it. I thank you all for the comments that you gave. And I'm here for women's empowerment all the way. I mean, most people know that I specifically like to work with women who are navigating the aftermath of divorce, because I've navigated that. I've gone through that type of heartbreak and what it was like to actually come through on the other side. This is just one of the techniques that I have in my tool belt to help women move through that. Of course, there's other crises that happen as well. I mean, I've had other life events as well, and sure we all have, right? So again, this is just one of the tools in my tool belt, like I said. But I think for me, when I first became aware of this technique and trained on the technique and had to go through all of what you just went through and experience it for myself, it just became such a game changer for me in terms of how we can actually start to really release things that we've been holding on to for so long, far too long. So again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much to everybody. Truly appreciate all of you. And much love to everybody out there in the ether world as well.
Thank you, my beautiful Cindy. Our next masterclass is beautiful Beverly. She is coming to, well, I want to say entertain. Can I say entertain, Beverly? Tell us quickly, a minute, about your masterclass, a minute.
It's the live a life of richness, because we can all live a life of richness no matter what your income is. You can grow wealth because wealth is there to support you, not consume your life. So we're going to find out a little bit about that, how easy it can be.
Thank you. So my beautiful viewers, thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for all your comments, and thank you for dancing with us. So we are on Zoom and we are not able to do the dancing out of the studio. So I am going to just quickly do something. So ladies, will you have a dance with me? Are you ready? And this is my and beautiful Beverly's favorite song. I'm walking on sunshine, oh oh. I'm walking on sunshine, oh oh. And it's time to feel good, oh 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 oh. Bye bye, my beautiful viewers.